I used to think I could never be wrong. I believed that my logic was flawless, that my reasoning always led me in the right direction. Back then, I stood so firmly in my convictions that I couldn't even entertain the idea of being mistaken. But during the time I was in contact with you, something in me began to shift. Slowly, I started to see aspects of myself that I had never acknowledged before, unhealthy but addictions that I had discussed as coping mechanisms they were. My secret escapes. Places I retreated to when things got too real or uncomfortable. These habits helped me stay stuck in a place of false security, a comfort zone that felt safe but was in truth quietly suffocating my growth. It's painful to admit, but it took me a long time to realize that the growing distance between us was not just about our difference, it was about me. I now see that my unwillingness to leave that comfort zone was a major reason we drift apart. At the time, I convinced myself that I didn't want to be with you, and I worked hard to justify that decision. I surrounded myself with the people who supported my perspective, who helped me build a story that made me feel right. I needed to believe I had made the correct choice. So I clung to that version of the truth with all my might. But the more time I spent with myself and with those same people whose voices I once leaned on, the more I began to feel something was off. I wasn't at peace. I wasn't entirely happy, even though I had convinced myself I should be. That's when the reality started to surface. I realized that some of my decisions were not actually made in my best interest, they were reactions, not choices. I was living to prove a point rather than find peace. Life has a way of teaching you the truth, whether you are ready for it or not. Through a series of experiences, I came to understand that my addictions, emotional, mental, even behavioral, were holding me back. They were not just unhealthy, they were keeping me from evolving. I was numbing myself from pain, yes, but also from growth, from connection, and from genuine joy. If I truly wanted to live an authentic life, I had to confront these habits and release them. Looking back now, I can see that the distance between us wasn't caused by a single disagreement. It was rooted in my belief that our differences made us incompatible. I saw our contrasting views and background as irreconcilable rather than unique perspective that could complement one another. I wasn't willing to acknowledge that two people could experience the same reality in completely different ways and still find common ground. I failed to appreciate the value in your viewpoint because I was so attached to mine. After we parted ways, I cried a lot of resentment and pain. I tried to down it out, but diving into distractions, work, people, entertainment, Anything that would help me pretended I didn't need to. I even tried to erase your presence from my memory, believing that would make it easier to move on. For a while, it worked. I created a new life, one where I thought everything was fine. It looked good from the outside, and on the surface, I seemed like I had everything together. But as time went on, that illusion started crumble. Things didn't unfold as I had hoped, and I was forced to confront some harsh truths. The people I had placed all my trust turned out to be self-certain and unreliable. Their selfishness opened my eyes and forced me to see just how disconnected I had become from what truly mattered. I had ignored red flags, misjudged intentions, and mistaken convenience for support. The more I grew and began to heal, the more I found myself thinking about you again. It wasn't out of loneliness, but rather a deeper understanding of what I had lost. I tried to push those thoughts away countless times, thinking it was pointless to revisit the past. But the more clarity I gained, the more I realized that letting go of my toxic habits was bringing me closer to the truth, not just about you, but about myself. Every step I took toward healing made me a little less judgmental, a little more compassionate. I began to see myself and you with clear eyes. I'm no longer the same person I was. I'm not perfect, but I'm far from the toxic, rigid, and emotionally distanced version of myself I once embodied. I have let go of a lot, and in doing so, I have made space for new insights and deeper understanding. I don't know where this realization leads or what it means for us, but what I do know is this growth has humbled me. It's shown me that I can be wrong, that I can change, and that sometimes the hardest person to be honest with is yourself. And I'm finally learning how to do just that. You and your person seem to embody two very distinct yet deeply complementary injuries. While you resonate strongly with nurturing, innovative, and emotionally open qualities, your person appears to be grounded in a powerful energy characterized by strength, focus, and emotional restraint. This contrast, though it may seem like a divide on the surface, actually creates a magnetic pull between the two of you, balancing one another in subtle but significant ways. It is this energetic duality that draws you back to each other despite the emotional scars you both carry from the past. Both of you have experienced heartbreak, and those emotional wounds have left you hurt. There is a clear fear of getting hurt again, of opening your hearts, only to be let down. This fear has made the idea of rekindling your relationship feel risky, like stepping into unknown territory without the insurance of safety. And yet, in spite of this hesitation, both of you are manifesting a reunion, whether consciously or subconsciously. You are calling each other back into your lives, hoping for another chance, wishing for healing, and yearning for reconnection. The emotional distance between you has not diminished the bond. If anything, it has made the longing stronger. Your connection is not just physical or emotional, it has a spiritual dimension. For many of you, this person may be a higher level soulmate, someone who entered your life to teach deep lessons and initiate growth. For others, the connection might be even more profound, indicating the presence of a twin flame, a mirror soul that reflects your inner world and challenges you to evolve. There is also a significant age gap between the two of you, which may have played a role in your misunderstandings or in the timing of your relationship. Age, however, does not diminish the emotional and spiritual resonance between you. If anything, it adds a layer of complexity and growth to your journey together. From what I can sense, your person has been contemplating reaching out. There's a strong possibility they may try to contact you by the end of this month. For some of you, this might be a casual text or message that quickly turns into a suggestion to meet in person, despite their toxic interior. Your person has been deeply affected by your absence. They are naturally reserved when it comes to expressing their emotions and often struggle to articulate their inner world. Their stubbornness and secretive nature have created barriers, but those barriers are beginning to crack under the weight of time and longing. It's been a while since you last spoke or saw each other. The silence may feel deafening at times, but it doesn't reflect a lack of care or the contrary. Your person thinks about you constantly every single day. They miss you immensely, even if they didn't show it in ways you would recognize or expect. The truth is, they are currently overwhelmed with responsibilities and distractions. Their plate is full and they are trying to manage multiple aspects of their life simultaneously: career, family obligations, personal challenges, and internal growth. Amidst all this, they are slowly beginning to understand the depth of their feelings for you despite the distance. There is no lack of love or trust between the two of you. In fact, the emotional bond remains strong and intact. Love is not the issue. Here, fear, timing, and emotional readiness are. Your person still holds a deep affection for you, and they are now beginning to realize that avoiding their feelings hasn't made them go away. It has only intensified their need to come forward, speak their truth, and possibly make amends. They want to return to your life not just for closure, but because they genuinely believe there's still a future worth exploring with you. They are preparing themselves emotionally to have an honest conversation. They want to explain, to express, and most importantly, to reconnect. In the coming 2 to 3 weeks, you can expect a sign from them. It might be a text, a phone call, or a social media interaction that opens the door to dialogue. This will be an important moment, a chance to rebuild. to heal and to understand each other more deeply than ever before. It's important to stay open, grounded, and clear about your own emotional boundaries. Healing is still a process for both of you, but that doesn't mean reconciliation is impossible. If approached with honesty, patience, and mutual respect, this connection has the potential to grow into something even more meaningful than it was in the past. So remain hopeful but centered in your own growth. The universe is aligning peace behind the scenes, guiding both of you toward a reunion that could be transformative. Let love unfold naturally without force, and allow time to do its healing work. What's meant for you will never pass you by.